Now, invoices, I know I teased a little bit about running the billing. In this case, I have it set up where we are generating pro forma invoices ahead of time so that we can do the review process, do what we need to do there, and then trigger the actual invoice to the customer. So in this case, you can see here, I've got quite a few pro formas that have been generated in the past, and then the resulting invoice that comes out of it. Now, what I'm going to do now is hit run project billing. This over here shows us that it's working. Acumatica is great in that it guides us really with these green buttons here to tell us what's the next thing we need to do. So you notice here, it's generating the pro forma invoice. It's on hold right now. And what we should see is here the line item for which it generated for, which is our finishes. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the hold. Now, in this case, I have an approval process built into it. Now, as an admin, obviously I have superpower to override anything, and I'm going to be the approver. Usually we build these so that the same person creating it usually is not the same person approving it, right? So we'll build that into the workflow. And that is built into whatever rules you have. You may have certain quantity, dollar amount that needs to generate an approval process, and others below it just can go automatically through. So in this case, I'll go ahead and approve it. And now it's available for release. Before I release it, I'm going to print the AIA report. And so you can see this is Acumatica's version of it, right? If you're, if it is needed in your process, you can produce this. And keep in mind, these reports are modifiable, pretty easy to modify. But this is, out of the box what's available. And with any report or form that's documented, you could, of course, print it if you wanted to. You can send it if you need to, and then you can export to PDF or Excel if you wanted to. So that's available for basically any report we generate from here, including the ones that I'll show you here in a little bit. So I'll go back to the record. I'm going to click release, and releasing this. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so it looks like I've got another invoice that I haven't released. I think I did this last time too. Apologize for that. So I'll go here into my invoices. So it warned me there I couldn't do that. And let's see, which one am I missing here? But this is the one I just tried. Okay, well, I will troubleshoot this later. Apologies for that. But here I will show you, this was a previous one I just ran a few weeks ago. I'll bring up the invoice that results from it. And we've got our invoice here, and I'll show you what that printed form looks like as well. Oh, it's this invoice that actually I hadn't released. So that is actually our issue there. So I'll go ahead and release that invoice. That was basically the error message it was giving me, that I had not released this invoice previously. So I'll go ahead and do that, but then we can also print this so that we can see what it would look like. So again, these are modifiable. Again, notice obviously we've got the watermarks here. And in this case, we're showing every line item, but we could modify this to only show the line items that are actually invoiced, so that, we make it easier on the eyes. But some clients may require this so that they can see every single task that they're being billed for.